Many riders are getting back on the motorcycle as the weather warms up across Maryland, and attorney Paul Demore, who specializes in personal injury law and cases involving major accidents, is back with some aspects on safety and the law that riders need to be aware about. Paul, welcome back, sir.
Thanks for having me back, Wyatt.
Look, we know we're finally warming up out there. We're seeing more bikes on the road. There's a lot to think about here. Motorcycle Awareness Month, correct?
Yeah, and I wanted to be here to talk about it because, you know, motorcycle accidents, which we have to deal with from time to time in our office, are really tragic. What happens to motorcyclists when they get into an accident, either just on their own or with another motor vehicle, the details of that are not something we want to talk about here. But let's talk about today how we can try to avoid that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the key. We always know a motorcycle and a car come together. Whoever's fault it is, the motorcycle is going to be on the losing end of that. Road salt, potholes, other drivers. I'm sure you have a lot of experience with these kinds of cases.
We do, and you know, it's important for car drivers to recognize that a motorcycle accident with a car can have tragic consequences for the car driver as well. I was involved in a case a few years ago where a woman actually crashed into a young man on a motorcycle, and it took his life, and she had to live with those tragic consequences for the rest of her life. And so this is something we really need to, it can be avoided. It doesn't have to happen. So we can talk today about, you know, ways we can avoid these accidents.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, let's try to minimize them. So let's talk about that. I mean, what are some things riders and drivers can be doing, and let's try to all be safer out there.
So we put together a short list just for your viewers today, and we'll put that up. So the first thing we should mention is just share the road. Let's all be aware that motorcycles have a right to be on the road. Cars have a right to be on the road. We just need to be aware of each other. Motorcycles are harder to see than cars, so keep an eye out. And as the weather warms up, they're going to be around.
Sure.
The next thing we want to point out is to the cyclists, the motorcycle rider, ride safely. We've all seen the guys who are weaving in and out of traffic. We've all seen the guys in the all black with the black helmet. We can't see them. Let's get out there with our bright colors, guys, and let's not weave in and out and ride like maniacs. Let's obey the traffic laws. If everybody has the same level of respect, a lot of these accidents should be able to be avoided.
And the faster they come up on you, the tougher they are to see. So that's a great point. What else do you have?
Be road ready. You mentioned that there's road hazards at this time of year. There's salt. There's residual sand from all the snow treatment. There's potholes. Make sure your bike is ready to go, and keep a heads up out there if you're riding your motorcycle. Right. The fourth thing that we want to bring to your viewers' attention is wear the proper protection.
Yes.
Let's get our helmets on, guys. Get the eye protection right, and again, wear the bright colors. Make it easier for you to see.
The more equipment, the better, you know.
Yeah. And, you know, there's special safety equipment that the motorcycle riders can wear. It can be expensive, but, you know, your life is worth more than any amount of money that can be put on it.
You go down one time, you're going to be glad you had it.
You're going to be glad you had the titanium and the leather. And just finally, you know, I know we're short on time, but just finally, you know, no distractions, no drugs, no alcohol. There's never a place for that, either if you're behind the wheel of a car, and especially if you're on a motorcycle where the dangers can be triple. You know, motorcyclists are 27 times more likely to die in a crash than a car driver is.
It makes total sense. I mean, growing up doing off-road motorcycles, you just need every sense sharp as a razor out there.
And then look, we all know, put the cell phone away when you're driving. I've actually seen motorcyclists with the cell phone out driving, and
distracted driving's terrible. Distracted riding, forget about it.
Yeah, that's a level of insanity we don't want to talk about.
Paul, this is a really timely topic. If you'd like to learn more, we know you have the Serious Injury Resource Center at DemoreInjuryLaw.com.
Yeah, and we'll put an article about this up for people who want to learn more about it.
Paul, thank you for being here, sir. Good
Thanks
topic.
for having us again.
And we will be back with more Midday Maryland on the other side of this break. Stay tuned.